Tonight, former Franklin County Sheriff's Deputy Jason Meade is in jail, charged with the murder and the death of Casey Goodson Jr. Here are the charges that he is facing: 2 counts of murder and 1 count of reckless conduct. According to the indictment, 1 murder charge is for purposely causing Goodson's death, while the other is for committing or attempting to commit an offense of violence. Today, we heard from both sides about the grand jury's decision and what they say happened.
It was expected. We were prepared for this. This is not a case of whodunit or anything like that. It's whether or not it's a lawful use of force, which we believe it was.
I'm overwhelmed with joy. My emotions are everywhere. We did it, y'all. We did it.
2 different viewpoints, 1 indictment. Last December, Meade was working with the U.S. Marshal's Office Fugitive Task Force looking for a fugitive when he spotted Goodson. What happened after that remains up for debate.
Mr. Goodson turned and the gun was pointed to my client. My client jumped to the left and fired at Mr. Goodson.
It was a lie. We know it was a lie. And now y'all know it was a lie.
Meade's defense attorney, Mark Collins, says Casey was waving a gun at cars passing by prior to the shooting, which was what prompted Meade to confront him. Officials say a gun was found at the scene. Casey's family says he was carrying a bag of sandwiches and was shot from behind. The coroner's report confirming that, saying he was shot 6 times, including 5 times in the back.
That he was targeted, he was shot from behind, and he was murdered.
My client did everything proper based on his training, his experience, and what the situation and the circumstances around the situation dictated.
Nearly 1 year to the day since Casey died, a grand jury handed down their indictment, charges of murder and reckless homicide. Now it's time for the criminal process to play out.
It's a proper use of force, and he had to make a split-second decision, and based on the noncompliance and based on the gun pointing back to him, he thought that there was no other option. He had to use lethal force.
And so this day could not come soon enough, but they stayed strong, they never wavered, and they told the truth, and the truth will prevail in this case.
Now, tomorrow, Meade will have his first court appearance. He'll be arraigned on those charges. Those charges, again, 2 counts of murder, 1 count of reckless homicide. His attorney says he plans to plead not guilty. Also today, the family filed a 23-page federal civil lawsuit against both Meade and Franklin County. The lawsuit claims excessive force and wrongful death were both factors in the shooting, and the county's patterns and practices led to Goodson's murder. In a one-on-one interview with Yolanda Harris, Casey's mother, Tamala Payne, says that she believes her family will get justice.
But unfortunately, this is the reality of our lives. And Casey's not here, and he's not coming back. The best thing that we can do to even begin to try to heal is receive some kind of accountability.
To see more of Yolanda's one-on-one interview with Casey's mom and the family attorney, head to our website, 10tv.com. This case was closely followed by many across Central Ohio, sparking all types of emotions. New tonight at 11, 10 TV's Olivia Eugenio shares how today's outcome is impacting so many.
As a little closure comes for the family of Casey Goodson Jr., the group Mothers of Murdered Columbus Children says this is also a beginning.
It isn't until after the actual justice has been served that you can go into grieving mode, which is a whole nother layer to this journey that we as Mothers of Murdered Columbus Children are on.
Melissa Thomas St. Clair is the founder of the organization.
When you are a mother and we lose a child, you only have moments to be able to grieve because you instantly go into fight mode. You instantly go into, I've got to get justice.
Thomas St. Clair says she and other mothers in her organization were elated to hear the news, but many are still waiting.
When a family or a mother sees another family get justice, they by nature are happy for that family, but there's a part of them that has the I can't wait for my own moment as well.
The mothers in Thomas St. Clair's organization say this case has been difficult to watch unfold over the past year because everyone has an opinion.
whether it's by a badge or whether it's by a community member, there's a mother that suffers regardless. And that mother deserves to have the compassion, and that mother deserves to have the support.
The local chapter of the NAACP has also released a statement saying, "We applaud the grand jury, and justice will not be served until Jason Meade is sentenced to the maximum extent of the law." Olivia Eugenio, 10 TV News.
Franklin County Sheriff Dallas Baldwin released a statement saying he's asked members of his staff to review the facts from the independent investigation and to determine what can be learned from this incident. And to read Sheriff Baldwin's full statement, along with statements from the Fraternal Order of Police and Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther, as well as see that extended interview and press conferences, head over to our website. That's 10tv.com.